what was your reaction, your emotions when you saw the shooting video there of Jacob Blake? And going forward, do you think the NFL or NFL teams, I should say, would do something like the NBA teams did last night, the Bucks, and say, we're not going to play? Just a two-parter there, and thanks for your time.
Well, yeah. Well, first, my thoughts and prayers go to Jacob Blake family. And on a video, words really can't describe how you feel. It makes you sick, especially being a black man, and just how I know my parents raised me, and just when you see those situations happening and continue to happen, like I said, words really can't describe. But going on with what the NBA did, it definitely commend them for doing that. The WNBA ladies there too. Want to commend them for standing up, using their platform and using their voice. But for us to say for the Giants and NFL, that's the stuff that's constantly discussions going on, and we've been given an opportunity with our leadership group and to be able to talk to the team and try to figure out things we can do to try to help.
Saquon, I saw the video you retweeted, kind of bringing awareness to the ongoing hypocrisy and racial injustice and the difference in these situations. How emotional does this make you? And, obviously this is one of many different incidents that we have to watch and that these people have to experience. I mean, how just emotional are you on a daily basis seeing this and knowing you have this platform and kind of tossing it around in your mind of what you are going to do and how you're going to use that platform?
Yeah, it's just sad. You look at it like, what if that was my brother? I know my father went through a similar situation when I was in college, and in that little situation right there, you can lose someone that you really care about. And I think when you look at it, you can't look at it as it's just, it's Jacob Blake. Obviously, I know he didn't pass away, but you can't look. You got to be like, put yourself. What if I was in that situation? What if it was your brother? What if your cousin? What if it was Shep? What if it was Golden? All those guys. That's kind of the way I kind of look at it, and then how it makes me think and makes me feel. I understand that God put me in a position to be able to have a platform and to be able to use my voice. I've been big on knowing my history, and especially with the athletes and the Bill Russells of the world and Colin Kaepernick's of the world, and how they were able to handle those situations, use their voice, and it creates a conversation that you have to have with yourself. What can you do? What can you do? And that's just a start. You gotta have to spark those conversations and then take action, find ways you can do, and that's what we're trying to do with our team. And when we continue to find the right things to do, we can continue to do it.
I'm wondering if you can either expand on what you just said about your dad's situation, or if you have anything you can share about a situation you might have been in where you felt the effects of racism or uncomfortable around police, maybe when you were younger, before you were a celebrity.
Kind of got a little bit of that question, but I think I just said something about my father. My father was kind of just mishandled by police officers. It was a situation when I was in college, and I remember, that phone call that I got from my parents, from my mom, that my dad was basically mishandled and mistreated wrong. And I mean, they thought at the time my dad was wrong, but we kind of went through it and kind of found out that my dad was right, and which obviously I knew. But in that moment when I got that phone call, I will never forget. I was walking to the Lash building back in Penn State, and my mom called me, and my mom was really worried and concerned. My dad had a heart condition that got like tased in the heart and stuff like that. But that I remember how I felt in that moment, and it hurt me. So that's why every single day I try to go out and work and try to push myself and try to go out there and show my work out there, show my talent, and just try to be inspiration for others. And hopefully I continue to do that throughout my play.
Hey, Saquon, obviously a bunch of teams didn't practice today. You guys have practiced. Just curious, your thoughts on why it was a good idea for you guys to practice.
Yeah, saw a lot of teams cancel practice. We had that conversation, and we felt that we want to be able to continue to go out there and practice. if we were all in the right mind space, and which we all agree that we were. And then, obviously we've been talking. We're going to come up with something that we want to be able to do, and hopefully it's soon.
It seems like a lot of this is kind of put in the players' hands to sort of drive the conversation. I mean, what has Joe's role been in this? Is he kind of letting you guys sort of drive it, or?
Yeah, I would say he is. It's always obviously it's led by the coaches, but it's always a player-driven team, and that's the team that want to be great. And obviously there's a situation that's going on in this world that needs to be fixed, and it's not going to just be solved in one day. So we try to find ways that how we can impact our community and do things where we start doing our community and challenge other teams to do in their community, so we can spark a change. And Coach Judge has been doing a really great job, and all the coaches have been doing a really great job of hearing us and listening out and being on board with us.
Saquon, when you guys made that video in the offseason, there was a lot of collaboration throughout the league. Has there been any change of communication among the top players in the league so far on how what the reaction is going to be right now, or is it pretty much team by team?
I think it's really right now team by team. I think the video that we did, sparked the conversation. Showed that we kind of challenge NFL. That we have a platform as players, and we would love for you guys to be behind us. And obviously we can't go out there and be the one to put them in handcuffs and do that in the third, but we can use our platform, and we can have the NFL use their platform too, and just continue to raise awareness and continue to try to have a great impact in our community to hopefully spark change in the future.
And I know one of the reasons why you guys want to continue to practice is to give the younger guys a chance to make the team, to get as many reps as possible. Once the rosters are set and the regular season comes around, though, can you foresee a situation where either one team or individual teams, or maybe even the whole league, decides not to play one weekend?
I can't really just go and speak on behalf of the whole league, but for us, that's something that we're going to talk about within our groups, within our team, and what's talked about in players in meetings, and players meetings stays in player meetings.
My question is kind of simple. A lot of people talk about the leadership council. Is that a group of players that Joe picked, or is that a group of players you all picked, or how is that assembled?
That's a great question. I guess you could say I can't speak for Coach Judge. I can't say he directly picked them, but it kind of started through Zoom, with everything going on. A group of players that we all got together and started talking about things we can do, and I guess that's how it kind of started.
Is it like a group of like 5, 10, or?
To be honest, it may sound like a leadership group, but say if there is 10, 12 of us, every time we go and we make decisions, it's the whole team. We go and we talk in front of the whole team. Because, obviously, if you want to revert it, not just what's going on in this world, but just obviously in our sport too, it's going to take a team effort to get the job done. And it's going to take a team effort for us to have change and spark change in our community. And that's the way we're going to do it.